Fox News Channel.
News of the day, 2 minutes away now, but first, fighting against a common enemy in Baghdad. Iraqi and coalition forces battling side by side in Sadr City to bring peace to the war-torn neighborhood. For the troops, the town hall of this Shiite stronghold has taken on a real significance. They're calling it the Alamo. In a Fox report now from Caroline Shively.
The men of ACE's tank company call this building the Alamo. A symbol of democracy in Baghdad's Sadr City they must defend at all costs. And with the Iraqi army, they've held it for a week so far.
They're not going to take this building. That's a no. We're taking the fight to them out there in the streets and the alleyways where they are.
The Iraqi troops are on foot, accompanied by U.S. soldiers and tanks. This video is from a camera mounted on the tank turret during the first day of patrols. They took heavy gunfire in the middle of an empty street as Tank Commander John Meredith moved the patrol forward.
There were two insurgents there with machine guns waiting for them. And fortunately, the tank showed up first right before the infantry did, and we just advanced down the alley and shot them with the coax.
This time, no one was injured, and they returned to the Alamo to high fives and handshakes. But just 24 hours later, there was no celebrating. One Iraqi soldier's leg had to be amputated after he was hit with a rocket-propelled grenade. Another took gunfire in the stomach.
Hey, I need some abdominal dressing.
But it wasn't enough to break their resolve.
There is no need for disturbance. We are trying to develop the country.
After a week here at the Alamo, another U.S. battalion comes in to assist until the Iraqi forces left behind can stand on their own. In Baghdad, Caroline Shively, Fox News. Cobra Company normally uses these Humvees for armed missions in Sadr City, finding and taking down the Mahdi army. But today they have a very different goal: bringing food to people who haven't been able to leave their homes because of the battles between the soldiers and militants loyal to Muqtada al-Sadr.
Last night we took mortars right here. Had 3 civilians injured because the Mahdi army didn't want us around.
On this day, the soldiers are handing out 1,000 boxes of food rations.
Security means as soon as we draw that crowd of 100 people or more, we drive on.
Just the day before, Cobra Company soldiers were attacked in this Humvee. You can see the bullet holes on the driver's side of the windshield. They took the fire while looking for improvised explosive devices. Another Humvee caught fire and wrecked, injuring 6 people. On this mission, they face another set of dangers.
So by growing a crowd, it becomes a target not only for us but for the Mahdi army. You know, they may look into this as a good place to start throwing mortars, so we don't want that for the people as well as ourselves.
For some people who live here, a few food rations is not enough. They want their streets back.
The important thing right now is the security. Everything's got to be safe. Everything's got to be better.
The soldiers say they know a box of food isn't a replacement for safe streets and reliable electricity, but it's a first step towards friendship to kids who might otherwise grow up to become insurgents themselves.
Shukran! Shukran!
In Baghdad, Caroline Shively, Fox News.